So take two. I've finally been able to watch the countdown, which was the preview show on Dave between Mark the Mori and David Haye. People who watched my video yesterday will know that it was actually delayed due to some sort of fault. It was initially scheduled to be on last night at 8 PM, but instead Dave showed an episode of Storage Hunters, entertainingly. Anyway, they replayed it this morning at 10 AM and I was able to watch it for the first time. I must admit, and I don't want to just go on an absolute assault here because I was critical of it yesterday, obviously, and this is probably not Dave's fault at all, it's probably more the fault of David Haye and his team, but for me this wasn't overly inspiring viewing. I saw an interview with David Haye some time ago. I'm afraid I cannot remember the exact context or the exact interviewer or source or quote or whatever, but he said something to the effect of there will be a preview documentary shown alongside the fight, and that is going to document everything, you know, my return from injury, my training, you know, and I kind of sat down to watch this thinking that it would be some documentary filmed over the course of the last 6 months documenting David Haye's return to the ring. But to be honest, it wasn't that at all. I mean, us hardcore boxing fans, I would suggest we would have probably already seen 60 to 70% of this, because I'd say a good 50% of the preview programme was David Haye sat in his ring, just being interviewed and talking about his comeback, and anyone who tunes into IFL TV has already seen it, you know. This kind of stuff is, you know, with the age of technology and the age of YouTube and everything like that, this kind of stuff is somewhat late to market. You know, so it was all that from David Haye. They showed some excerpts from the press conference. They showed the weigh-in, which again, you know, us hardcores would have already tuned into to watch yesterday, if you like. And really, it was kind of an extended interview with both guys, obviously focused remarkably on the David Haye side, cutting to BJ Flores, who is well known to be one of David Haye's mates, doing a bit of analysis over the top. And it you know, I'll be honest, I lap up anything boxing, especially if it's on terrestrial TV and it's free to air. And, you know, I can sit down and enjoy and watch stuff like this. But it wasn't actually like the, yeah, it wasn't like some sort of excellent insight or something that really left me with 3 or 4 new thoughts and things to talk about, like you might get after watching an episode of All Access, you know, or something like that. For me, this was more of a 5 out of 10 production in terms of what we actually learned and the entertainment value of what was shown. You know, I just didn't get any sort of insight really from this other than just sort of generic fight build-up. It was, I guess, quite biased in the sense that it didn't really give a full picture of Mark the Mori. You know, they kept talking about his explosive power, they kept talking about his very good record, they kept talking about how he was world ranked, but they didn't really give any sort of analysis as to why he wasn't quite at the top of the sport. You know, they didn't mention the low calibre of opposition, they didn't mention the footwork, etc. So we shall see. The only real entertaining part of the preview for me was when they cut to Mark the Mori and he was saying, I want to hit David Haye in his shoulder again and again and again. I want to hit David Haye in his balls. I want to headbutt him. At the end of the day, take a point. Who cares? I'm not going to win on points. I'm here to knock him out. Yeah, and you do get the impression that Mark the Mori is a legit tough guy and he legit is coming to fight tonight. Yeah, I don't think he's going to just throw in the towel. And I do think he's going to make it tough. He's going to make it dirty if needs be. He's going to use his size to try and outstrength David Haye and get up close. As I've said before in previous videos, that just may play into David Haye's hands, especially if Mark the Mori is slow and easy to hit, which we suspect he may be. But yeah, all in all, not the most exciting preview show. Am I being a bit harsh? Let me know your thoughts. Many thanks for watching. If you've enjoyed this, do give me the thumbs up. I'll be covering the fight tonight, of course, so subscribe to the channel. I wouldn't want you to miss out on my post-fight review. Thanks for watching.